morning?
He's Brad. He's half naked glory.
Excellent.
Are they smuggling duds?
They are.
Yeah. They're not
You
smuggling.
recognise a good pair of pants, do you? Or a bit.
Look, you're out in Arizona. We've woken you up Sunday morning on a rest day. First off, how's training at the lab going?
Fucking best ever. Better than last time. Now I've come here this time. Obviously, I know everyone. I think it's probably one of the, in terms of like progression, it's probably the best camp I've ever had. I feel fucking good.
The fact that it's your second time out there, has that made it, is it socially easier than the first time? Is that part of the reason that it's a better camp?
Yeah, I mean, I got here a lot fitter. I'm fitter this time. I knew what to expect as well. I knew the strength and conditioning was going to be long and tedious. So I knew that was going to be, a pain in the fucking ass. But knowing everyone makes a huge difference. Just knowing the people you're about to train with. We had Andy Enns here as well, so we had an extra middleweight, which was a nice punch bag for me as well. Andy Enns, punch bag, bit of an athletic mess, but good punch bag for me. I could do whatever I want to him, really.
You have to forgive me for asking this question. Last time you were out there, Benson had a fight, and it hadn't gone the way that he or the team would have wanted. This time you've come into camp, he's just won a really... Has it changed, when you've got some sort of big names in there, does it change the camp when they've had a good performance or a bad one?
I think it was... When he lost, the camp was down a little bit, but John Crouch gave us the old Rocky Balboa speech and about, how hard you get hit, blah, 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 fucking aim for the stars, etc. And then everyone forgot about it pretty quick. Benson was training, like, literally the Monday. And nothing was said about it. Straight back on training again. I mean, the only thing that winds me up is everyone that criticised Benson and that, but I've been in there with him sparring, 20 pounds heavier than him, and he's a fucking machine. He ain't a normal person, he's a fucking machine. Everyone's, he's this, he's that. Fucking get in there with him and see how fucking boring he is. Yeah. The guy's a fucking freak of nature.
Sorry.
He's awesome.
I had to ask, because I was just wondering, when you've got a camp that do have some of the sort of biggest names in the sport in it, how it changes when they've had a good performance or a bad one. This one, no difference at all, really?
Nothing. It made no difference at all. He was still back in training, shouting out his like little prayers and shit and training and pointing up to the ceiling to praise God and shit. It's all the same. He didn't change one little bit. So what, his little bushy haircut. Same fucking horrible haircut.
You can get away with that. I'm not sure we could. Hey, Benson, get a haircut.
Like wire wool. Wool in your hair, like fucking thick as fuck. Not fucking cuts your face open. So no one takes his back.
How do people get on with your sense of humour over there? Because obviously we know...
They don't normally get it, They probably still think I'm a prick now. First of all. I mean...
We've got to talk...
Someone called me a monster the other day.
A monster?
Yeah, they said... We were on about God. I said, I'm not a fan of God. I know I keep myself. I'm not really religious. I didn't know monsters like you existed. But I was like, fucking Christ! You asked me. What do you fucking expect?
I just find it fiercely ironic that you're going, fucking Christ. Why is he asking me?
Yeah, fucking Christ. Why is she asking me? She's massive as well. Fucking huge.
But we've got to talk Claudio Da Silva.
Ooh, sour subject this time in the morning.
Well, perfect, because apparently he said something about your mom. I'm not sure what it was, but it was really nasty.
Oh, no. Probably wants him to make us something to eat, fat bastard.
First off, this is a Cage Warriors alumni coming in. Your first fight in the night. You've got the Octagon experience now. Do you think that's going to play a part in this fight?
Am I first again?
I think so. Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure I called up that card about 3 spaces.
No. Yeah, go look on the card.
No, I looked on the card.
Yeah, you're first or second, mate.
I think you're on the prelims, but you're about 3 away from the prelim headliner, I think.
So basically, I'm fucking first again. Oh,
Hey, well,
fucking
but you know, you go first, you win by submission when you promise to knock someone out, and then you go for a party. You know, we've seen how you work.
We were
Well, there's not much of a chance of submission this time, boys, I don't think.
Oh, you know, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to put my bet on submission now because of that comment. What is the plan coming into this fight? I don't want, obviously, you can't give a game plan away, but, you know, punch him in the face.
The jiu-jitsu specialist can't give a game plan away.
You're going to go to ground with him, are you?
Take him down. Double leg.
Are you going to lie in his guard for a bit as well?
Well, I was hoping, you know, give my back to show everyone I've got jiu-jitsu skills. To prove to everyone I can do it.
Okay, that was a stupid question. You're going to stand and bang with this boy. You know, you promised us lots of punches in the face last time. Is that the plan this time?
For real this time, it has to be. There's no other way to do it, is there? He is, like, massively legit on the floor. He's fucking good on the floor. Like, really fucking good. So, that's all the jokes aside, he's fucking good on the floor. Chubby, but he's good on the floor.
If a fighter has that one special skill set that they've got, you know, they're an incredible grappler or an incredible striker, do you end up worrying about the things they're good at, or do you focus on the things they're not so good at? How do you approach that?
Well, I think you meant to do it the way you said, like, focus on what they're not good at, but I've checked out his BJJ videos and that, he's pretty legit. So I've been working with, for instance, my 3 rounds of sparring yesterday. On Saturday we do like a pressure drill sort of thing. We do a fresh man every round. I had Jordan Johnson, who's the Iowa All-American. I then had Ben Henderson, the one with the hair. He's also All-American. I also had Joe Riggs, who's another All-American. So I've been working massively on people just run. Because I don't know if you've ever seen Claudio fight.
Some of his Cage Warrior stuff.
He'll come out and he will fucking run straight at you and fucking try and take you down because he does not want to get hit. Do you know what I mean? He's fucking straight at your legs. So I've had them do that non-stop and I've done pretty well. If I can do it against them, I'm pretty sure I can do it against Claudio. Especially Joe Riggs. That guy's a fucking freak.
Yeah, you know, you've got some great names. Joe Diesel Riggs is a great...
That's the best guy at the gym.
You know, he kind of reinvented himself with the Bellator Fight Master stuff. You know, what's he like in the gym? And does the fact that he's had his up and downs, does that sort of inspire you to be better than you are? How does that work with Joe?
Well, I was saying this literally the other day. I think he's the best in the gym. Fucking, he's awesome. He's like, I don't know, like you watch him and like when I researched him before I come out, you watch this fight, you're like, oh, he's pretty good. It'd be a good spar. Fuck, when you get there, he's a fucking freak of nature. He's fast as fuck, fit as fuck, strong as fuck. He's technical in every area. He's good at jiu-jitsu, he's good at wrestling, he's good at striking. It's like, fucking hell. I got stitched up there on YouTube. That's why I never trust YouTube anymore.
You can share that link with us if you like.
Show that?
You can share that YouTube link with us if you like.
What, the one I watched?
Yeah.
Compared to what happened? Fuck. I think I watched about 10 of his fights. He's had about 100, hasn't he? You know what I mean? He's got the experience on his side. Fucking come down there and he was like fucking Rambo. He fucking savaged me.
I think it was more his personal life that let him down, though, wasn't it? I think was he doing a lot of drugs and drinking everything in his time?
He's a fucking legend, put it that way. He's got a hell of a personality. They've got a fucking great laugh when he starts going and that. Fucking some of the stories he's got are just fucking awesome. You really need to get him on there, mate. It'd make you laugh. Some of the shit come out with. It's fucking brilliant.
You know, if we knew anybody that could sort of get the link for us,
fucking hell, do you want me to ask him?
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I'll ask Joe Biggs.
Quite frankly, yes, please. That'd be awesome.
Just don't tell him you're Canadian. Canadians aren't well thought of down here.
They're not well thought of here either.
No one likes the Canadians. What's the matter with being Canadian?
We had a Canadian here last time. He was a legend. Peter. He was so over the top. He was like, yeah, you haven't had sex in ages? I'll take my girlfriend. Canadian hospitality. You know what I mean?
You know, we like to share. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, you haven't got a pillow? Oh, I'll take mine. It's like, the fuck? No, keep your pillow. You know what I mean?
I'll take your
soft
girlfriend.
twat. You know what I mean? Keep your girlfriend. Soft twat. Yeah, fucking hell. No soft.
What are you most looking forward to, March 8th? that you've already made that trip to the octagon for the first time, so I imagine you're not going to have the little twitching bunny nose again. What do you think?
100% I'm going to be shitting my pants. I've never had a fight where I haven't shit my pants. Unless it's something like a kickboxing bout and I don't even care. But
smuggling duds must be awfully, awfully good to you if that's what happens every time you have a fight coming up.
Imagine how many pairs. I can't believe I wear white in the Union Jack. I mean, that's why I always wear the old Jimmy Manuel ones, look.
Yeah,
before it covers up the stains of shit. You know what I mean?
That's unreal. What are you most looking forward to about this fight?
Winning.
It's perfect. It's a good answer. And so, it's 2 undercard fights. I think Kuiper was probably, I think you opened a lot of people's eyes. I think you were the underdog going into that one. A good win here. Where do you want to go? What kind of opposition do you want? And don't say fire up.
No, I'm not going to be a dick. No, believe it or not, I was talking about this the other day. My mate, that Andy Enns I was on about, he lost to Clint Hester. And I think Clint Hester would be a good name.
That's a good
The
fight.
big black guy, he looks fucking shredded. He's about fucking huge.
He was on Tough, yeah?
Yeah, him, yeah. The White Hall one, I think.
Yeah.
Him. I wouldn't mind fighting him.
And surely that would be a main card fight as well.
I've got nothing against him or anything, apart from me, beat my mate. Got nothing against him.
And what about,
And I guess you'd be hoping that would be on a main card this time.
I don't care. I don't really mind. I don't mind being on the prelims again. It don't bother me.
All right.
Yeah.
As long as I know.
I'm sorry, I got to apologize.
We'll see. Does that answer your fucking question, Kerr?
Yeah.
So, Clint Hester, what about some of the British guys now? Again, there's still a lot of noise over guys like Luke Barnett, and, he was very vocal about wanting Francis Carmont, who just fought Jacare. Did the English...
He wanted Francis.
Yeah, he wanted Francis a long
time. That'd have been the worst matchup in his life.
He wants it. Most boring fighter he's ever seen.
Yeah, and he would be held down and it'd be the most boring fight you'd ever see again. Francis apparently is this fucking freak of nature. We got James the Thunder Polodna here at the moment. I know he's a fucking waste of space. But the only one he really raved about at TriStar was Francis Carmont. He said he held everyone down. So
that's, I'm guessing that you're not looking quite that far ahead at the moment.
I don't want to fight. I never want to fight a guy like Francis Carmont. I never ever want to fight someone like that. I'd rather fight, what's that psycho Brazilian? Jacare instead of Francis Carmont.
Is that just because you think it'd be a boring fight?
Pardon?
Is that just because you think it'd be a boring fight? Win or lose?
Yeah, I don't want to go in there and be held down and then be frustrated. So, I mean, I got no fear of his kickboxing. Like he makes his like...
Sorry. It just sounded like Clay sex life there. Held down and frustrated.
Doesn't want to be. Belly up. Pervert.
Yeah, we're terrible for that. Look, again, it's another UK event for you. How happy are you to be fighting at home, or would you quite relish the opportunity to have, a Las Vegas experience, or does it matter?
To be honest with you, I really do like fighting at home because I'm only 2 hours away from my house, which is so straight from the UFC, straight to my house, straight to the pub, where I know everyone. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's not...
Now, obviously, don't get me wrong, like you said, now I'm the first fucking fight on. I know I've got to wait for the entire show again before I can even leave. So, thank you. I really did think I was third.
You might be. I might have just been lying to you.
I think you're third or fourth on.
Oh, for real? You see, I told you. Fucking firing out all these random bullshit facts.
Hang on. So
he's not even researched this.
So you're coming out second.
Fucking random fights. Do you even know who I'm fighting?
I like last name Silva, so I'm guessing Vanderlei or Anderson, because they're the only Silvas. Eric.
I want him fighting Anderson right now, right as we speak.
Funnily enough, that's still not a fight I'd take. I think he's still got too much of an advantage on me. These interviews kill me every time because I want to get serious and I just fucking can't. Look, what message do you have for, the people back home? Last time you said expect lots of punches in the face. You lied to us. What can we expect this time?
Lots of running away, lots of circling.
By Silva.
Lots of bad jab, really, really long jabs. Scared to commit. Probably comes in, he's probably going to shoot, probably end up against a fence for fucking 4 minutes. I predict that for the next 2 rounds as well. Depending on if I land the jab or not. That depends on how the fight goes.
Well, you can't ask for it to be much more clearly summarized than that, can you? Look, Brad, I appreciate the fact that you have spent 20 minutes with us on a Sunday morning when, quite frankly, you were asleep.
I'm awake now. You've ruined my day, so it's all right. I'm going to go shopping now and get some new trainers. It's all right. Sneakers.
Yeah, excellent. Sneakers. I knew what he was talking about.
Did you watch yesterday's UFC 170?
Yeah, shit. Did you watch that last night?
Yeah. What'd you think?
I was impressed with Roy McDonald.
Were you?
Scary dude, man.
Yeah, see, it's interesting to hear a fighter's perspective on that, because they were asking today, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't fight him, but he beats up the guys he's supposed to beat up, and then the guys that he's, Robbie Lawler or Collis Condit, they're welterweights. He beat up BJ Penn, for the love of Pete, and I know BJ's a legend.
Yeah,
he's a 145-pound legend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not convinced by Rory yet, and that hurts because I'm Canadian.
I know, and it's like 2 or 3 Canadian fighters, and Francis Camont's not really Canadian, he's like French.
He's French. We can't forgive him for that at all.
But mainland French as well, so it's worse. Ugh.
Cheese-eating surrender monkey. I'm surprised he didn't tap, but that's,
Why this white towel didn't come in?
Well, that's the way they fight wars. It might be the way they fight in the cage. No, I'm going to get myself killed by these people soon. Brad,
I'll tell you who you do need to do an interview with. James the Thunder Poludna from TriStar. He trained here for a bit. He just won his fight in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, James Poludna.
Mate, he's got some interesting training techniques.
We'd gladly interview him, but I've got a feeling you're setting us up for something.
Oh yeah, massively. It's worth it though.
Done and dusted. Well, if you can sort it out,
funny as fuck.
You can become our new sort of publicity guy. Yeah, talk to them. Take the piss out of him. We'll do that.
Mate, it's worth a conversation with James the Thunder Poludna. He's had like 33 fights, 46 knockouts, fucking 12 draws. 7 decisions.
Like my record. That's awesome.
12 championships. 15 championship fights. Fucking full of shit. He's the best one yet.
Sounds like a monster, though.
Mate, scary dude. Got on YouTube.
Is this your little Leroy Barnes rant?
No, Leroy Barnes. No.
Usually he picks one out.
Leroy's cool now. Leroy's cool. He messaged me after my fight saying credit where it's given. Well done. I was like, go to America and train. And he agreed. He still hasn't fucking gone. Never going to learn. Never going to learn.
These kids today, they should listen to the wisdom of their elders, I think. Problem is...
Leroy's definitely older than me, I think.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Now, Conor McGregor says that he doesn't need to go to the States to improve.
I'm pretty sure he gets guys go to him, though. Mm. He has, like, Gunnar Nelson and that go to him, so it's not really that bad for him. He's all right. I'm the only pro for my gym.
Right.
I get, people that have never trained before come in for their first day. Come here, boy. It's time to fight. Well, I've had a few street fights and we're going to fucking see if that works now.
Unreal. Look, mate, we appreciate the fact you've given up your morning to chat with us. Before you go buying sneakers, can you, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to? Any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Fuck.
Yeah, you knew it was coming.
It's like the list is so long.
That's all right. We can wait.
Smuggling done.
We'll start off from the top. We'll do Gary Cross, my manager. Dragon Slayer, MMA Lab. Bad Boy, Smuggling Dad, Sweet Sweat. Kyle Singh. Who else? Gum Shields. Funky Gums. Funky Gums.
Did you throw your last one in the crowd?
Fucking 280 quid that was.
So you've learned something else. No enthusiastic octagon celebrations involving your equipment.
That'll be glued to my teeth, so I can't pull that shit out.
And of course, he thanked his partner for putting up with the time away. You did all that, yeah?
What's that?
You thank your missus.
You thanked your missus for...
I haven't got to do that.
You haven't got to do that?
Have you seen my new dog?
No.
You haven't seen my new dog?
The Facebook pictures? Yeah.
Fucking manly as fuck, that is.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, I've trained her. I trained her to kill. I think she's about 2 pounds now in weight.
Nice.
Probably get her cut to 1.5. Get her in the sauna for a little bit.
Epsom salt bath and a sauna for that puppy. Awesome. Brad, you bring a smile to our face whenever we chat with you. Thank you so much for your time. We hope the last couple of weeks of training goes well, and we look forward to catching up with you for a post-fight.
You come.